So this whole module's been kind of weird, just because it's not exact dates that it has. It says when post on your 1/3 and your 2/3 and the final week of your internship. My internship actually runs through November, like the end of November. So I'm like a little over halfway. I'm more than a little over halfway. I'm probably around 2/3. I think they just advice for the class is maybe change that to just exact dates on the outline instead of giving the 1/3, 2/3 completion thing. Otherwise, I actually wouldn't be turning in this video while I'm in this class. Um, also I noticed I haven't uploaded the other two videos yet, so oops on that one. Forgot to do that. But just going over connections and networking. Um, the first question that we're supposed to answer is which connections have we made during our internship will most likely offer access to the benefits of a strong network? I think the obvious ones are the campaign manager, Richard, just because he's worked on so many campaigns in Utah. He's just a great asset. If I ever want to get in touch with anyone in politics, he's the guy to go to. He knows his way around the political circles of Utah. He's just a great ally to have on your side if you ever want to be involved in something like that. I think in addition, Michelle will also be a great ally. Having run for mayor, she'll know what it's like running for public office. On top of that, if she becomes the mayor of Provo, that's a great ally to have on your side. During the process, what I learned about myself is, especially when you're doing things for the purpose of networking, I think it's so important to remember, like I feel like sometimes I get swept up in like trying to do something. Like I'm like, oh, like I need a network, and I feel like more than anything, sometimes I just need to realize, like, hey, like slow down for a second. Like these are people, and you're not networking to network. Like you are building relationships with these people, and those relationships create a network. It kind of reminds me of like the Paul Revere ride thing that they talked about in the assignment. Just like I'm sure those people wouldn't have followed him. He wouldn't have been able to raise like that militia if it wasn't for a strong connection with those people, like a personal connection, like an actual lasting connection, and it wasn't done for the purpose of like, hey, like I'm gonna build a militia later, and so like I'm gonna need these people. And maybe William Dawes treated it that way, but I don't think Paul Revere treated it that way. I think he was like genuinely like cared about these people, and they cared about him. And so that was something that I really was like worried about as far as my SMART goals. I wanted to make sure that the people that I've made connections with, that they like feel like these are genuine connections that we have, that we are people that will be genuinely friends for a while. So one of my goals is just to catch up with my valuable connections, make sure that I stay in contact with them each month. So I said at least once a month, stay in touch with them, like reach out to them, see how they're doing. I feel like that, I mean, specific to do it once a month, that I'm to reach out and like send a text message to them at least once a month. It's measurable because it's a one time, like I can check a box and say, did I do it or did I not do it? Agreed upon. I talked to my little brother about it because him and I chat about stuff like this a lot, and he was like, hey, like that's a good idea. He's like you should put it on your board, and so I put it on my board in my room, and I just like put like a couple people's names, like it has a month on it already, and so I'll just see if I've chatted with them that month. If I haven't, then I'll make sure to reach out to them and see how they're doing. It's kind of like almost like doing home teaching. Kind of weird. And then realistic, I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. Sending a text message is super easy, and you know it might mean a lot to someone. Just maintaining friendship, seeing if they want to get lunch, or if they want to come to an activity with me or something like that. Time bound, it's 1 month every month, so it's relatively time bound. I think after about 3 months, I'm going to reevaluate and see where I'm at as far as that goes. The other thing was just pushing myself to strengthen my network and create more connections. I also wrote on my board to identify a high stakes activity that I'll participate in each month. So whether that be something in the community, something at school, if I want to get involved in some type of community service project or involved with just something else, then I feel like that could be like really beneficial. So that's something that like I could see myself doing. Measurable again, once a month. Agreed upon. I wrote it on my board, and I also talked to Alex about it, my little brother. Realistic. I mean, it's not pushing myself that far out of the box. Like sacrificing one day a month to make sure that I'm having like a positive networking experience that I can build upon each month. I don't feel like that's a hassle in any way. It's not hard to do, and then it's also time bound with that 1 month thing. So I'm really hoping that these help me to improve my networks in the future, and I really feel like this class is gonna have helped me in the future to have those networking skills, but also to have that strong network that I've been building through this internship.